Hey, welcome back to the Scrapyard Bar and Grill. I'm Joe, that's Joe, and this is Danielle, and today we're going to learn how to make some Bloody Marys and have a little bit of a conversation about how to budget a party. So, we'll have Danielle start right away.
Start out with some tomato juice.
So, tomato juice is the main base for a Bloody Mary, correct? I personally have never had a Bloody Mary in my life, so this is going to be my first time. So, I'm going to get to taste what is known as Danielle's finest Bloody Mary.
So, I started out with some plain tomato juice. In here I have some beef bouillon that is mixed together. It's a paste that I mixed together with about 2 tablespoons of warm water until it's completely dissolved.
All right, beef bouillon.
Yum.
So you're going to start stacking up your flavors. I'll take that.
All right. Next up we have about a teaspoon of soy sauce. And we use gluten-free. Kikkoman's has a really good gluten-free soy sauce that's brewed just like their traditional soy sauce, so you don't miss any of the flavors. We're not sponsored. We just enjoy it.
And the reason why we go with gluten-free is because
we have celiacs in our family.
Celiacs in the family, and we got to be cautious in making sure there is no gluten so we don't have to rush to the hospital.
Yep. Next up is some Worcestershire sauce.
I've never had a Bloody Mary without Worcestershire that was any good. Has to be in there.
It adds a lot of really rich background flavor. It doesn't get overwhelming. A little bit at a time. You can always add more, but you can't take it away.
All right.
Now, I know you like spicy things.
Yeah, I love spicy things.
So, one of the things I figured out is I kind of do too. So, my absolute favorite, chili garlic paste. And I use probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon just for this amount of liquid. You want to get a good sized dollop. And that in. Now, the longer this sits, the more spice you'll have because that blooms and develops. So if you want it to be kind of a sharp, really out in front burn, add it and let it sit.
Okay.
So if you want it a little more mellow,
how long does it sit? Like
anywhere from 2 hours
to overnight.
Oh, this can stay in your fridge for up to a week.
We've never had it last longer than that.
Although I'll be honest with you, it could stay more, but we don't know because we just drink it.
All right, we're going to just about 1/4 cup of pickle juice.
Okay, pickle juice.
Smells good.
Oh, that smells good.
So what is the smell that you're looking for?
So I like it a little bit pickle forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little bit. I'm going to taste it and make sure it's where I want it to be.
Okay. So with the pickle juice, is that sweet pickle juice? Is that dill pickle juice? Dill pickle juice. Okay.
Okay. So it's about where I want it, but I want to add some celery. So it'll boost up the salt flavor and add a little bit more celery to it.
Okay.
Not a whole lot, probably about 1/4 teaspoon. It's a very strong flavor, so a little goes a long way.
All right. For you that actually would be needing to use something to measure that, just make sure that you have the different sizes that that you'd be needing to measure out. Eyeballing it is a learned trait from chefs and bakers alike. These two are both professionals in those fields.
Can we have some ice?
Sure can.
So we're going to do 3 different ways. We got 3 different garnishes. Now some of these are traditional. Well, you recognize our trusty celery here. We also have pickles. And these are some blue cheese filled green olives.
I'll be honest, I'm a traditionalist. I like the celery.
And the pickle.
I do kind of like I like the pickles, but I like the celery and the drink a little more. I end up just eating the pickles.
So, we like two different kinds of alcohol in this. We like the barbecue whiskey here. Curveball's the brand that I've found. We've not tried anything else in that kind of flavor realm. And we also like a good vodka. You want to make sure that it is a drink that you actually like to drink, except in the case of this. This is a little kind of heavy flavor to be drinking by itself.
Yeah, you're not drinking this by itself. This has to be mixed. The flavor will give you heartburn. Other than that, it's a good whiskey. I like putting it in barbecue sauce. We really like putting it in Bloody Mary. Oh, I like putting it in Bloody Marys. I've had some people say yes and some people say no. I'm a fan of it.
So
I can say I tried it earlier, and it has a unique taste to it that's not horrible. But as Joe said, doing it on its own, I don't think I would be able to do more than one shot of it, just because of the smoky taste that it has in it. So gotta draw back or mix it in something will be the best way of doing it.
okay, so this is just plain. That's
All
just
right.
the mix by itself.
Just to mix by itself.
So you've never had it before. That's just
No
mixed by
alcohol in
itself. I washed my hands.
You got the tomato taste straight from the beginning. After that, I was able to get the dill taste in it. You get the little hints of everything else that was added in it while it's going through and down the gullet. But yeah, tomato, straightforward, and the dill complements it towards the end of it. So, all right.
All right. So this is your traditional vodka with your celery.
Vodka with celery. Give it a nice stir.
Barbecue and pickle.
I'll be honest, I could drink this all day.
Surprising enough, I cannot taste the vodka until like the very end. All the other flavors are masking the vodka. So, I mean, unless you're wanting a strong taste of vodka.
Now this one, you're going to taste the whiskey.
That's the whole point of that.
You're going to taste the barbecue overtones of it. And it really does really fit the Bloody Mary flavor.
It does. I was able to, right off the bat, get the smoke taste, the barbecue taste, then the tomato, and then after that, the dill. And then towards the end, all the other flavors rolled through. So you could get the nice, bold whiskey taste to come through with it. And then, of course, once you're done, you have either a nice dill pickle to finish it off, or if you're a celery fan, you have a celery stick. And then if you have guinea pigs or any other fun animals, the leaves on it.
You can feed the leaves to it, but you don't give your pets whiskey.
Remember, you want to make sure that your celery is washed. Oh, there's Bar Dog.
Although Bar Dog will try and drink some whiskey, he cannot.
All right. So we've had a lot of requests asking us how we plan our parties. They're kind of famous in our area, in our friend group. So the first thing we do is we figure out why we're having a party. Are we doing a celebration, a birthday, anniversary,
Potluck.
holiday, all sorts of different things. So once you figure that out, you need to look at your dates. You need to look at how you're being paid. Are you being paid every other week? Are you paying every week? You need to look at how far up you're planning your party. So say you're looking at planning a Halloween party. So it's the end of September, so you got about 3 weeks to figure out when you want your Halloween party. So you need to break down your budget depending on what you want to eat. Are you going to have just chips, dip, light things, or are you going to have a full meal? We've done chili bars, nacho bars, taco bars, potato bars. All of those have been really big hits. Pasta. So you just need to figure out what you're going to serve and how many people you're serving to figure out what your budget is. So
The biggest thing about making a party is planning. So you need to plan ahead. If you need to budget it or you need to stay under a certain amount of money, and I am absolutely a nutcase about staying on budget. The biggest thing you do is plan far in advance. That way you can plan out and break up your paychecks. The second thing you can do is plan your food and do it accordingly to your budget. So if you're just having chips and cookies, the best thing to do is call up the folks coming and say, hey, who's bringing chips? Who's bringing cookies? And I'll provide some drinks for everyone. Then almost everyone will say, yeah, sure, I'll bring something.
So now
And then
Facebook
people who
invites-
can't, don't worry about it. Just have them come anyway. But there are going to be people who can afford to grab some chips on the way in. Second thing we do is, like Dannielle was saying, you plan your food. So a cheap thing to do at a party, believe it or not, is a chili bar. You probably already have a couple of pounds of ground beef in your fridge. You probably already have a couple of cans of beans. You can make a chili. If you go back to the Stay-at-Home Dads or even our website, just on this YouTube page, just a couple weeks ago, we made the campfire chili, which is one of the favorite recipes for anyone who's ever had it. I think Joe down there made it for a contest. Then once you do that, that's a very affordable way to do it. Then you just have your friends bring the toppings, sour cream, cheese, whatever. Or you can buy that stuff far enough in advance to make it accordingly, right?
Also with that, your friends that have maybe other dietary restrictions, like they can't have dairy because of allergies or intolerances, they can bring what they know tastes good, and you're not trying to figure it out with somebody that doesn't usually try it.
Right. And then lastly, one of the best things you could do is not overspend. So when you're only having a party for 10 people and you have 10 plates in your cabinet, do the dishes. If you have 10 glasses, do the dishes. If it's way cheaper than buying paper plates. Also, with paper plates, if you must buy paper plates, buy 25. You don't need to buy 400. Or buy 25 cups. You don't need to buy 400. If you can get 400 and you have a lot of parties, like we do every few months, you buy the bigger pack. But if not, keep it small, keep it affordable. And then next, stay within your budget with drinks. So if you're serving alcohol, a $7 wine is just as good, in my opinion, if not better, than a $25 wine.
Figure out what you like.
Figure out what you like and drink what you like. There's none of this. I've been a chef for a long time. I don't care what goes with pasta. I don't care what goes with fish. I don't care what goes with turkey. Drink what you like. Around here, we really like the Oliver, and it is around $7 a bottle. So you're not killing yourself on price. It's quite a good brand, and it's affordable.
Also, if you have people that are particular about what they want, I only drink
Then they
Crystal
should bring it.
Head, have them bring it. They can take it home with them. A lot of our friends, like Joe and Paul, who's given us lots of different lovely things, come and share, and then they leave whatever's left behind.
I know I'm going to be back, so I know that there will be something here that I potentially like when I do come back. If not, I know I'm going to be trying something new or something different. It's always fun getting new, different type drinks to be able to experiment with, to taste, to explore different fun things that you could do with drinks. For me, planning and budgeting, I always like to go months in advance. What is it going to look like? Who am I going to have there? I myself, if I know that I have family that have some food needs to be cautious with, I'm most likely going to make everything that's catered to that person. Why? Because that person means more to me than other people. And so with that, everyone else can eat the food that is made there. Do that. That shows that you have extra love. A little bit time prep on the front side. You have your time. That's the most precious value that you have. Everything else comes down to how much do you have in your budget, and then look how you can spend it. If you have questions, reach out to other friends or reach out to us down in the comments below. we'd be more than willing to steer you in a direction to be able to help you plan your next party, your next celebration, because that's stuff that we like to do for fun. So if you have ideas or if you have things that you would like to add, put it down in the comments. We would love to hear from you.
With that, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, tip your waitress.
As always, not a sponsored video.
And remember, please drink accordingly and drive safely.